This is your last chance to save on your taxes. Do these three things now. Number one is pay your advance tax. So if you are a salaried person, businessman or a professional, and if your total tax liability in a financial year is 10,000 or more, then you are required to pay advance tax installments in time. And if you haven't paid it till date, then pay it on or before 15th March to avoid any penal interest. However, if you are a senior citizen and do not have any business income, then you are exempted. And if you are opting for presumptive taxation scheme, then you have an option to pay on or before 31st March. So don't wait for last minute rush, pay it now. Now second is you need to compare both the tax regime, that is old tax regime versus new tax regime. For that you need to consider their slab rates, that is slab rate under old tax regime and new tax regime, which is like this. As we can see in this table that under the old tax regime up to 2.5 lakh there is no tax, and 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh only 5% tax rate, and 5 lakh to 10 lakh 20% tax rate, and above 10 lakh it's 30% tax rate. And now in new tax regime up to 3 lakh there is no tax rate, and 3 lakh to 7 lakh only 5%, and 7 to 10 it's 10%, 10 to 12 15%, and 12 lakh to 15 lakh 20%, and above 15 lakh 30% slab rate. Under old tax regime up to 2.5 lakh of your income is exempted. However, if you are a senior citizen, that means 60 or above, then up to 3 lakh of your income is exempted. And if you are a super senior, that means if you are 80 or above, then up to 5 lakh of your income is exempted. Now if you are comparing both the tax regime, you need to consider surcharge rates also. That is, surcharge rate up to 5 crore under both the tax regime are same. However, if your income is above 5 crore, then surcharge rate under old tax regime is 37%, but in new tax regime it is 25%. So you have to consider this fact also. So next important thing which you need to compare, that is deductions and exemptions available under both the regime. For example, standard deduction available under old tax regime is 50,000. However, in new tax regime it is 75,000. Rebate amount under old tax regime is 12,500. However, in new tax regime it is 25,000. And the income level for rebate eligibility under old tax regime is 5 lakh. However, in new tax regime it is 7 lakh. And the HRA exemption available only in old tax regime. So for the complete list of exemptions and deductions available under both the tax regime, please check the description box, or you can mail me at sushmaarora7@yahoo.com. And the third thing is which you must do before 31st March, that is invest in tax saving schemes. For example, ELSS, PPF, FD above 5 years, NSC, ULIP, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, Senior Citizen Saving Scheme, National Pension Scheme. So these are the investment. For more detail on these investment, please watch my YouTube video on tax saving investments.